Here's a Hallicrafters clock radio in a wooden case. Got the chassis out of the case now. Here's the front with the clock. It's got a large paper or cardboard electrolytic cap. Looks like one paper cap and the rest are ceramic. So I'll replace this electrolytic and the paper cap. And that probably will do it to get the radio going again. Hopefully the IF cams won't have problems. Here's the completed underside of the Hallicrafters chassis. Put in a new Mylar capacitor to replace the paper, and then 3 new electrolytics and a terminal strip, and a new power cord. Now the Hallicrafters is ready to test. Now the Hallicrafters radio is ready to test. I'll show the front view when I get it reassembled. I have to work on the case here. It's starting to come apart. I have to glue that back together.
I think that they are moving in the right direction for a pandemic, which I believe is a positive.
That statement that illustrates the chip on her shoulder and on Barack's shoulder and on Jeremiah Wright's. Here they so
we are suffering in here, and he talks about how, of course, Christ saved us through the cross, through his suffering, and we can join our sufferings with his, and it can be redemptive. It can be salvation. It can be, you know, it's a great blessing.
Luckily, the IF transformers are still good. There's no bad caps in there.
In Cleveland.
This is the NFL on ESPN Radio. Where else but Monday Night Football for Brett Favre's first clash with the Packers. Get every game in HD. When
Here's the front view of the Hallicrafters.
Get it in time for this Sunday's.
It wasn't so much that I felt like I had to pray, but I felt like I had to teach my kids to pray. It's like, you gotta teach your kids. Maybe you want to think about.
Looks like this is a multiple function control here, both for turning on the alarm and setting it, and then this is either for auto radio, on, off, or sleep. Doesn't seem to want to. I don't know if the sleep function is working.
We've seen both. We've seen both sides of the spectrum. With suffering of any kind, but especially in illness, we've seen people get angry and resentful towards God. And it is very painful to see that. Not only with their suffering, but they are blaming.
Here's the reassembled Hallicrafters radio. I put the wood glue in here, and I put the bulk tape eraser up on top of there to kind of hold it back, hold it together, put some pressure on it while the glue dries.
Talk about the Broncos. They trail the Cowboys 10-7 right now with 2:11 to go. Coming up with a 2-minute warning there.
And journey to many other holy destinations found in the pages of sacred scripture. This will be a life-changing pilgrimage that forever impacts the way you enter into the liturgy of both the Word and the Eucharist. For more information about this
therefore erratic fire behavior.
Robin Friends with the San Bernardino National Forest Service. 3 homes have burned with.
You receive a bill from the Department of Public Safety. $100 for the first 6 points and $25 for each additional point.
Trooper Malter says that certain offenses, including driving while intoxicated or driving without proper car insurance, will result in annual surcharges.
Now, here's the completed Hallicrafters radio. And I believe this model is a 51C2 from 1954. And the top has now been glued so that it can be lifted up with the handle and it all stays together. It even had an original repair tag on it, which I put on its new cord. It was from Smitty's Radio and TV service in Snyder, Texas. Looks like it was repaired around 1976. Although by looking inside of it, I'm not really sure what they did. Looked like all the parts are original. Looked like all the tubes are original too. But the clock works well, and the radio seems like it's working well too.